receive down the middle, overthrows Richardson near midfield. And the Bear defense makes it 3 and out for Gardner Webb, as they'll have to punt it, Juju, from the shadow of their own goal line.
But man, 45 yards on the rope downfield to Richardson, Jeff, and that's what the Bulldogs like to do. They go for that big play, and anytime you go deep to an outstanding receiver like Richardson, you have to hold your breath, but the Bear defense stops them here and should get pretty good field position. They're going to have 10 on the front line.
Benson 9 of 14 for 130-some yards. I forget what Frank showed me now, 144 yards. As they're kicking out of the end zone, this is Darian Wilson. The Bears come after him. Don't get the ball, but they might have forced him to shank it off the side of his foot, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 48-yard line. The Bears will have great field position.
Tom Watson, Cheryl Sigmund down along the sidelines. It's yours, guys. Let's go back up here. We're going to keep it up here for a moment, Jeff. Did you see Sam Wells trying to block the punt? He looked like Olga Corbett or what's the little short gymnast?
Nadia?
No, the other one, the American. Mary Lou Retton.
Mary Lou's not little anymore.
No, he did about 2 or 3 flips after being blocked and really put his body on the line. Bears get it at the 49.
Ready to go, first down, Lenoir Rhyne at the Gardner Webb 48. They fake the pitch, come back to Crawford. James struggles for a couple of yards. As Lenoir Rhyne starts, we're midway in the third quarter. I'm Jeff Jones along with Juju Phillips, and let's go down on the sidelines now. We got Tom Watson and Cheryl standing by.
Bruce, hold the college field record for rushing for a single game, 229 yards. You're the third in my interviews with former great Lenoir Rhyne running backs. Put you in sort of a select group. Get your impressions of today's homecoming game with Gardner Webb.
It's a very exciting game. As you can see, everybody's excited. The Bears are having a great year. Everything's looking pretty good. I think we're going to pull one off here. We got to play. Come on! We got to, excuse me.
That's okay.
Got to take it in and score and get a victory. We'll be all right.
Got 2 pretty good running backs out here today. One for Gardner Webb, Middleton. I hope he doesn't have as good a ball game as he's been having. And then James Crawford for Lenoir Rhyne.
Well, I like to see all running backs, have a great game. It's exciting to watch someone that good run the ball. You got James Crawford and then Bowers. Both of them are very good running backs. So, it's exciting for the fans.
Thank you. Appreciate you taking your time away from your friends over there in the stands to do this interview. Thank you very much. Back upstairs.
Okay, we almost had another play-by-play man there.
That is Bruce Eichert, by the way, folks, an outstanding running back at Maiden High School and played at it here at Lenoir Rhyne College. And Tom hinted about Eichert having a great day. He rushed, Jeff, for 229 yards against Newberry, about 1981, 1982, and holds the single game rushing record here at College Field. And the fans starting to get excited here at College Field with the Bears after the big play to Greer out of the backfield. They haven't been this excited in many a year.
Well, it's a first down for Lenoir Rhyne inside the 30-yard line, down at the 27-yard line. 6 minutes and 56 seconds to go. We got a tie ball game, and the Bears ready to go on first down. Larndine brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Tommy puts it in the hands of Greer, and Walter struggles for maybe a yard or two, but not much against the center of that Gardner Webb defense. Larndine himself, 8 of 13 for 112 yards. The Bear quarterbacks, combining together, Larndine and Roop, 13 of 19 for 175 yards. But they've also had 3 interceptions, which is the one negative on this afternoon. But right now the Bears are in a pretty good position. 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line. 6:24 to go in the contest. 4 wide receivers as Larndine backs out of there. Protection deep over the middle to Harrison, incomplete. Almost intercepted in the shadow of the goal line once again for Gardner Webb, saving the afternoon. Perhaps it was Chris Brooks that made the play, almost intercepting again.
Tommy, I don't think sees that third defensive back, Jeff. They're playing 3 deep, or that time they were playing 3 deep in the secondary, and you see Brooks just kind of drifted over towards the middle of the field, and Tommy looking for Rex streaking down the middle. He's got to throw that ball. If he can't hit Rex, he's got to throw it out of the end zone and hitting the brick wall back there.
3rd and 9 for the Bears at the 25-yard line. Again, 4 receivers as Larndine back into the pocket. Over the middle, Sanders close to a first down at the 15-yard line. I think he does have the first down there as Lenoir Rhyne comes up with a big 3rd down conversion for Gardner Webb. Ben Henson makes the tackle He had an interception earlier in the afternoon for the Bulldogs.
What is that, 6 catches for Mark Sanders across the middle today, and picks up another. Can you believe the third down conversion rate Lenoir Rhyne has had today?
Well, the last 3 weeks, last 3 games have just been phenomenal. First down and 10 for the Bears. Crawford, is he in? Yes! Touchdown, Lenoir Rhyne. And the Bears are on top 30-24, and listen to the crowd here at College Field.
Oh, look out, Loretta. What a run by Crawford, set up by the pass plays. Second touchdown of the day for James, and the crowd on their feet. The Bears take the lead by 6. Will they go for 2, Jeff?
I don't know.
Or will they try the extra point? Queen is on to attempt it, and maybe force Gardner Webb to go for 2 with 5:44 left in this football game.
That touchdown run puts Crawford over the 100-yard mark for the afternoon. And the extra point is wide, no good. Queen cannot believe it. It's a 6-point Lenoir Rhyne lead. Timeout on the field. You're watching Lenoir Rhyne on Catawba Valley Cable TV. On the return for Gardner Webb over the 25 and out to about the 27-yard line. That Lenoir Rhyne scoring drive, 6 plays, 48 yards. And now Lenoir Rhyne on the afternoon, 6 of 13 in third down conversions. And that's not a bad stat for anybody.
One of the LR players on the field you see, and let's remind you too, as the Bears lead it by 6, what an all-important miss on the extra point for the Bears. All it does now is force Gardner Webb to score a touchdown. Doesn't force them to make a decision on the extra point conversion. But one thing to note, Gardner Webb this half, Jeff, has scored twice on their last 3 possessions. The Bears in their last 3 possessions have scored all 3 times.
This is just a typical SAC-8 football game.
I'm getting tired of these typical SAC-8 football games going down to the final few moments.
Perhaps the most competitive collegiate conference in the country, either NCAA or NAIA. Some football game. As we do have an injury on the field, and time stopped for that, with Lenoir Rhyne leading 30-24, 5:40 to go in the football game. The injured player is Lenoir Rhyne's John Perrine. And he's down on the field there, and we'll have a delay here in the activity because of that. Let's switch down into the end zone to Tom and Cheryl.
Cheryl, with a little less than 6 minutes to go in the game, how do you feel about the Bears' chances now?
Tom, I think it's going to come down to who has the ball last. I hate that they missed that field goal. I hope that doesn't end up hurting them.
That could be a very important play.
It could, but the Bears have looked good today.
Sure have. Defense has played tremendous.
They've surprised Gardner Webb. They've surprised Presbyterian. They surprised Elon. They're going to keep on doing that all season.
Have they surprised Cheryl Sigmund?
A little bit, yeah, they have. I mean, I knew they could do it, but the last 2 games I've seen them play, I'm very impressed.
A lot of hard hitting, a lot of determination out there. I hope the Bears can hold on and win this one.
I do too, Tom. Let's take it back upstairs.
Benson will roll out, throwing downfield, overthrows his intended receiver for Lenoir Rhyne. The NAIA Defensive Player of the Week, Brian Foster, was there on the coverage.
I think Brian thought, Jeff, that one of the other Bears were in coverage. Otherwise, he could have attempted to pick it off. He was out in coverage there and went right over his head.
Well, it'll be 2nd and 10 for Gardner Webb, but we're down to 5:34, and the clock stopped on the incomplete pass at the ball at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 10 now for Gardner Webb. They just about have to put it in the air.
Well, they have Middleton back there, Jeff. He's rushed for over 150 yards today, but has not been effective here in the second half, and he's been slightly hurt. And we haven't seen him run the football that much here in the 4th quarter.
Let's see what Benson's going to do as the Bulldogs go 2nd and 10.
Watch for the big guy, 88.
They put him in motion to block for Middleton. Middleton cuts back against the defense, and Todd Hagler and a couple of other Bears are there to wrap him up after a very short gain on the play. This bend but break Lenoir Rhyne defense continues to be the story of this 88 football season.
They stopped Gardner Webb on their last possession, Jeff, on a long pass attempt by the Bulldogs, and pretty good coverage by Darrell Moore. It's going to be 3rd down again. You know what's going to happen. The Bulldogs are probably going to pass. The Bears are going to put pressure on, and Gardner Webb's going to try to stretch the field and throw it deep. They've been doing it all afternoon with 5 minutes left in this football game. This could be the play of the game right here for Lenoir Rhyne holds.
Lenoir Rhyne has not beaten Gardner Webb since 1981.
Too much time.
The Bulldogs took too much time, and
20 yards a catch last year.
They go out of the eye. They play make the fake to Middleton. Now they're going to throw back to him at the 35. He's got a first down on his way down the Lenoir Rhyne sideline. No flags on the play. And Gardner Webb comes up with a huge third down conversion. Benson really took a shot after releasing the football that time, and he's a little slow getting back to the Bulldog huddle.
Brian Foster took a shot from the backside across the middle, and not a good pass, but Middleton, the good players, Jeff, always get in those positions to make big plays. And if Middleton was hurt that time, he didn't show it. He outraced a couple of the Bears, picked up the first down, and kept the Bulldogs' hopes alive.
19 yards on that play, 10 of 16 for 163 yards on the afternoon for Benson.
Now it's time to go to number 25.
Play action fake to him. Benson rolling. Pumps and runs. And now stacked up at about the 47-yard line as the Bears didn't really go for the fake. Ball game here this afternoon as we're now under 3.5 minutes. 2nd and 6, play action. Benson down the sideline. Richardson got the first down and is out of bounds, stopping the clock at the 41-yard line of Lenoir Rhyne. As they went up to Boone for a little money.
Screen.
Now here's the screen pass down the sideline. McKenzie inside the 35 to the 34.
Good mark. Bears knocking Middleton out of bounds. Maybe only picked up about 2 or 3 yards.
We're a little bit later on. Don't know who that's going to be. 3 receivers. Benson with all kinds of trouble finds a man wide open over the middle. This is Richardson. Touchdown, Gardner Webb. Oh my, we got a tie ball game with 3:16 to go in the contest, and
Bulldog boogie in the end zone by Richardson.
Richardson celebrating, and all Gardner Webb's got to do is convert the extra point to take the lead.
Jeff, that's a blown defensive coverage. I think one of the Bear defensive backs thought it was man-to-man. The other thought it was a zone, and Richardson may be celebrating a little too early. We have over 3 minutes to go, but he burned the LR secondary for the big play.
Remember how wide Sam Wells was open a moment ago? That's how wide Richardson was open there. Here's the spot. The kick isn't pretty, but it goes through. And Gardner Webb has got a 1-point lead, 31-30, with 3:16 to go in the contest. Don't go away. We're in for another photo finish here at College Field. You're watching the Bears on Qatar. As we're back underway, a high kick. Wells at the 10. 15, 20. Got some blocking over there. 25-30. Out to the 42 or 44-yard line. The Bears going to have great field position to start what they hope will be a possession that will result in at least a field goal and take the lead once again.
Out here.
3rd and 4, but perhaps more importantly, they need the first down. Laurendine on the run to Greer. He's got the first down inside the 20, down near the 15-yard line. Another 3rd down conversion for the Bears. We're down to 1:25 to go in the contest, and the Bears will have a fresh set of 4.
Jeff, and see if it affects the Bears' momentum. They had a lot of momentum going. We've had a stoppage of play. 29 seconds left. Hold your breath.
Crawford and Greer behind Laurendine. 1st and goal. That's Hatley in motion. As Laurendine going to bootleg, throws into the end zone. Wide open for the touchdown is Rex Harrison. A tremendous call by John Perry and his staff. Nobody looking for that. The bootleg, Harrison standing wide open in the corner of the end zone. And the Bears are on top 36-31 with 25 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, holy Toledo.
Think 3-0.
You would have to be here to believe it. I don't know if it's John Perry. It may have been Charlie Fisher, Jeff. It's the same call the Bears played earlier in the game and threw the interception. Talk about confidence. Coming back on a play-action pass on 1st down and goal. Touchdown. Bears lead it.
This time they send Jones in motion to the right. Fake the pitch. Laurendine with protection. Harrison's got the 2-point conversion.
Hello, Roomy.
Running across the field. The Roomies connect for 8 points on that touchdown and the extra point. And Lenoir Rhyne's got a 7-point lead. 38-31, and John Perry's got to feel a little more comfortable with 7 on the board instead of 6 or 5. Ball, the Bears lead 38-31. 25 seconds to go. Is Mallard ready to kick off? What about a little razzle-dazzle out of Gardner Webb here?
Little squib kick's what they need.
Well, it's not that deep. It's knocked down there by one of the up people, and they're going to try to return.
Uh-oh.
And he's got a little bit of running room, but not a great deal. Rhyne up 38-31. What a homecoming. This is going to be remembered for a long time.
This crowd hasn't sat down, Jeff, in the last 5 minutes of this football game.
It hadn't sat down in the whole fourth quarter. Benson airing it out. They had trips to the right, up for grabs, incomplete at the 30-yard line. A penalty flag on somebody. And Benson back to throw. Pressure, loading up, going deep. Down there, they've got it up for grabs, and it is caught at the 13-yard line.
Yeah.
Making the reception is Frank Cunningham, and Gardner Webb with 4 seconds to go, and the game has got a chance. Gardner Webb can't get set. They only have 1 timeout. They're sending 4 receivers on this play. They wind the clock. You better hurry. He does not get the play off, and the Bears win.
Hallelujah, Hickory.
They wound the clock. Benson, I don't believe, realized it was a first down situation. All they did was stop the clock to set the chains. Once the chains were set, the clock started, and the Bears hold on. Can you believe it? 3-0. The Lenoir 3-0 in the SAC-8, 38-31, the final score here. And what if is the thing on the mind of Gardner Webb this afternoon. What if we'd have got that last play off? But it's all elementary now. Lenoir with a stirring 38-31 victory over Gardner Webb. We'll come back and name our player of the game. We'll have interviews with John Perry and some of the Star Bear players of the afternoon as the Bears celebrate a homecoming victory over Gardner Webb, 38-31. We'll be back. You're watching the Bears on Catawba Valley Cable TV. Jeff joins along with Juju Phillips, Tom Watson, and Cheryl Sigmund back here at College Field, and an emotionally drenched crowd beginning to file out of College Field here this afternoon as the Bears have held on for a 38-31 victory over their arch rival Gardner Webb. Pulling it out in the closing minute of play, the Bears put together a 9-play, 56-yard drive that culminated in a touchdown.